Hi, I'm Monique McDonald, the creator of Discover Your Sacred Gifts, and I really appreciate you taking a few minutes to hear this important invitation that I have for you. So, I'm 60 years old now, and I've had a lot of life experience. And through it all, what I've come to discover is that, you know what, people just want to be happy. And for many people, that means doing something in life that makes them feel on purpose. And lots of things make people happy. And no matter what it is that you want, you should get to have it and you should get to experience it. In my life, everything got better in 2002 when I came to understand what my own unique gifts were and when I started to align with them. I discovered a level of fulfillment that I hadn't experienced before. And you know what? I've continued to feel a deep sense of connection to the work that I do, even though it's changed forms several times. And that's because I know what my gifts are and I know what they aren't. And I know what it feels like to feel on purpose, and I know what it feels like when I don't feel on purpose. So it became impossible for me to not share what I had learned. And so I really wanted to create something that others could have that benefit of experiencing that same sense of purpose and connection and happiness. So now, all these years later, through our online program and through our 2-day live event, this program's been really an important part of helping many, many people really connect to who they are, what they want, and how they want it. And honestly, it never ceases to astound me and humble me when I read the emails or the stories that our students share about the profound impact that this Sacred Gifts program has had on their life. So what started to happen though was that our students also wanted to be able to help other people achieve the same clarity and the freedom that they had gained. I mean, you know, who wants to see anybody stuck in a job that they hate, even if they're good at it? And who wants to see a family member or a friend or a client struggle with, you know, what to do next in their life? Who wouldn't want to share something valuable that changed their own life? So I could only reach so many people myself. And yet I had this huge vision. I still have this huge vision of globally revolutionizing how people come to find a sense of purpose and positively change their lives. So that's why I created the Discover Your Sacred Gifts certification training program. I wanted to create a way that coaches, counselors, practitioners of all kinds, team leaders, parents, friends could be trained on how to use our proven systemized method to provide a high impact, lasting change for others. What I didn't anticipate was all the benefits that our trained guides were experiencing in the process. They were making money doing something they loved. They were enjoying being part of our global community of guides. They felt totally set up for success in guiding people through the Sacred Gifts process. They themselves were experiencing a deeper and deeper sense of connection and understanding of their own gifts in the process. That was really exciting to see. And our trainees, they're often just shocked at how gratifying it is to bring someone else, you know, to this aha moment that they wouldn't have experienced without them being there to guide them through the process. So let me share something with you. This is feedback that I got from one of our guides in training. All right. So she was about 3 or 4 weeks into her training. She had just worked with her first client. So you start working pretty early on with clients. And so anyway, she sent me this. She said, I really enjoyed taking, we're going to call the person client A, through the process. Before the call, I asked for guidance for the best possible outcome and to just keep myself out of the way and be present to the process. I was nervous, but soon I relaxed. The template provided allowed the call to flow really nicely. Client A very much resonated with her gifts, and she really actually carried most of the call. I remember you saying in training that people love to talk about themselves. Well, yes, they do. When I was taking my client through the imagining process, which is part of the training, I had her close her eyes, and when it was complete, her energy was just amazing. She knew exactly what it was that she was wanting. It was such a wonderful feeling for me as a guide in training to know that I assisted her in realizing what it is that she truly connected to. Client A had been very unsure of where her direction was going and if where she thought it was going was the right path for her. So I felt great helping her get clarity on that. Okay, so that's what one of our guides in training sent to me, right? So this is, like I said, about week 4 of the training. So then I get an email from the client, A, that she had been working with, because the clients you work with have to provide, they have to complete an evaluation and give some feedback. So here's what she had to say. This was such a brilliant session. I've been in a slump lately after hitting a roadblock in achieving my desire to open a cafe. One fear of mine is that it's not in line with my gifts and my soul path, and yet I really wanted to do it. My guide's disclosure of helping me identify my gifts and also the process she took me through, where I had to close my eyes, really helped me see that my vision is in line with my desire. And then she's got in brackets here, surprise, surprise. And I am consequently filled with an absolutely renewed enthusiasm for the project. So, I mean, that's just great feedback to be getting from her very first client that she's worked with, right? So as a coach, a consultant, a counselor, or a practitioner in any of the healing arts, this is really a powerful tool in your tool belt in helping your clients quickly gain an understanding of exactly where they feel most on purpose and where they don't. And then you can use this, as a lead into your own coaching program if you have one, or you can use it as a bonus offer to what you already have. It fits very well with any program that you might already have in place. So right now we have 60 certified guides that are spread out currently in 9 countries. It's not like there's going to be a lot of competition with this yet, right? So it really helps you stand out from all the other coaches and healers and practitioners and counselors that are out there. For the HR or recruitment professional, it's great to be able to read a resume of what somebody has done and to know their skill set and experience. However, some people have everything right on paper, and yes, they are excellent at doing a job, but you know what? That job could be sucking the life out of them, and who wants them working with you? And skills can be taught, but you cannot put passion in a person. The passion has to be there. And the way to cultivate that passion and productivity and to have a high show up rate and for your people to have enthusiasm in what it is that they're doing is by making sure that their gifts that they have innately within them align with the job that they are looking at. So I'll give you an example. If you're going to be putting somebody, for example, at a receptionist front desk, you want to know that you're selecting somebody who has a sacred gift of hospitality. And the reason for that is because in that gift, those people can make people coming into the office feel welcomed and included and comfortable when they arrive, which is equally, if not as essential as typing skills or answering a phone. I mean, you can't fake making somebody feel welcome. Somebody with a gift of hospitality can do that. And it's important to know these subtle aspects about the gifts when you're looking at matching a person to a job, as you would as an HR professional or in recruitment. Another example is if you're in network marketing, for example, and you want to empower your team leaders to be their very best and to see them love doing what they're doing in the business, then it's really important. You want to know what their gifts are. Do they have a gift of teaching? Are they going to enjoy and be good at being able to teach the product information or the business information to others? Or maybe they have a gift of hospitality and they want to do their business hosting potlucks. Or maybe they're really exceptional at planning, or maybe they love facilitating. So, as a team leader in network marketing, to know what the gifts are of the people on your team is really powerful in being able to help them design a business that's going to make sense to them. The idea of don't reinvent the wheel, do things the way I do does not make sense at all, because the gifts that you have and what brought you joy in building your business could be absolutely different to the gifts and the joy that, somebody on your team might have. And if you're an employer, don't you want to build a cohesive work or business team where everyone gets to do what they love, that they can do it exceptionally well, resulting in your workplace or business being a place where everybody feels on purpose and that it's just a joy to be there? I mean, who wouldn't want that, right? Maybe you want to be on stage in front of people teaching and training. So we also provide you with the content to be able to deliver a very powerful 90-minute introduction to sacred gifts. It's a presentation that you can do anywhere. And then at the end of your presentation, if you want to, you can then offer them your 3-week Sacred Gifts guided program, which is what we train you on how to do. So we provide the training, we provide the scripts, the content, the logos, the marketing materials, so that you can shape this to be what you need for those that you want to reach, for the audience that you want to reach, right? I've created the program in such a way that really no matter what your personal gifts are, you'll be able to be a catalyst for the positive transformation of others by just learning and following the system. You'll hear us say that over and over again in the training. Just learn and follow the system, and your clients are going to get the results. So the fun thing about it is you do get to work with your own clients. By the time your third week in training, you're going to be working with your first client, and then you'll be working with clients all the way through the 14 weeks of training. You get to train from the comfort of your own home, which is really great. We do all of our trainings online, live. We can see each other. It's highly interactive. So you don't need to fly anywhere. You don't have to come in, stay at a hotel, and pay a bunch of money to take the course. You get to do it right from your own home. And initially, you become connected to those that you're training with because you've got your own training Facebook group. You get to know everybody that's in your training. There's a lot of connection that happens there. And then once you're certified, you get added to our larger community of guides that has their own separate groups. You get ongoing support through our Sacred Gifts community where examples of gifts in action through videos and clips are shared almost daily in order to keep your gift discernment skills sharp and well honed. I call it Spot the Gift. You also have opportunities to travel with us to beautiful and exotic locations around the world to witness the gifts of others in action. So we've been to Peru, India, Ireland, and next year we're going to be discovering the sacred gifts of Italy. And when we do create those trips, the first people that the trips are offered to are to our certified guides. So if this feels like it's a right next step for you, and if you benefited from learning your sacred gifts and you want to really help others do the same, then I encourage you to contact us. You want to set up your screening call, and that way through that call we can explore together the possibilities and to look at whether this really is the right fit for you.